Hi everyone, it's Grace. I'm going to be brewing a new coffee with you this week. This is from our Trust the Process series. This is known as the Colombia Lulo, also the Nectar of the Gods. So what is Lulo? Lulo is a fruit that is looks like a fuzzy orange and is in the tomato family. The inside is green, and it resembles a taste of like pineapple and kiwi or lime and rhubarb. This coffee is very unique in that during the processing, there is a dry anaerobic fermentation happening of 72 hours where the coffee is left in the pulp. And during that time, lulo fruit and yeast honey is added in. The cherries are then pulped and then left to dry on raised beds until the ideal moisture content is achieved. Now for the brew, I'm going to do a 1:17 ratio. I'm going to use 16 grams of coffee to 272 milliliters of water. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wet my filter. I'm going to grind my coffee on a 3 using the fellow Ode grinder. I'm doing that because the Kalita Wave has these 3 smaller holes here, and it needs a slightly coarser than fine grind size to work through those holes and extract properly. I went ahead and heated my water up to 200 degrees, and my first pour is going to be for the bloom, and I'm going to pour about 30 to 32 grams of water just to saturate all those grinds. My second pour after 30 seconds has passed from that initial bloom period will be to 100 grams, lifting the bed up near the top of the Kalita, and then in increments of 20 seconds or so, I'm going to pour another 30 grams of water to maintain a consistent bed depth until I reach 272 grams. The goal with the Kalita is to pour in nice, even, consistent circles, making sure not to overfill. You want to focus on the center and move outward, lifting the bed up to the top. I'm just going to hit the outside near the filter just slightly, which will bring anything on the sides of the filter back down. The idea is to create a wave of motion within the brew bed, not going beyond the top line and overfilling, which will slow down your drain. We also don't want to underfill because that will affect the temperature of the brew bed. And then I'm just going to let that finish draining, and voila, I'm done. Now this is one of the most striking aromas that we've ever encountered here. Pomelo, hops, cannabis flower, and in flavor we have some golden kiwi, coconut rum, and creamy milk chocolate. So one other thing I encourage you to try with this coffee is to brew it as an ice pour over. So simply brew it over a decanter full of ice or a mug full of ice. In this instance, use 96 grams of ice. We're going to do a 1:10 to 6 of coffee to water to ice ratio. 16 grams of coffee, that is 160 grams of water and 96 grams of ice. This just brings out a whole new complex and nuanced flavor within this coffee. You have to try it. And that's all I have for you today. You can click the link below to purchase this coffee and many others that we have on our website. And don't forget to subscribe and ask us any questions that you might have. Thanks. Bye.